feel losing my page, amongst other things that had been happening in the background, might have been my last straw. But with that being said, I feel like it's helped me in a way to viscerally understand or recognize or grasp something that I wouldn't have otherwise grasped. So one minute I have my page, the next minute it's gone, kapoof, like gone, erased in a blink of an eye. Like there was no explanation, there was no prior warnings, there was no, hi there, valued creator who spent years just pouring her thoughts and her ideas and her creativity and her consistency into this digital corner of the internet. Like our sincerest apologies, a Hamstat headquarters has sneezed near the moderation button. Like, nada. And I won't lie, it's been a psychological hit to my ego. I feel like we underestimate, perhaps, how much of ourselves we pour into the things that we are building over time, the things that we find meaning or an outlet or purpose or something along those lines, how much of ourselves we're actually pouring into. But in losing this page, amongst other things in the background, I feel like I have learned a lesson that can be applied to any number of different areas in life, which is that the main determining sole factor between where we are and where we want to go is whether we let anything en route stop us or prevent us from getting there. So if we use the analogy of driving, for example, right? So it's that determination, I'm going to stay on track no matter what obstacles or whatever barriers that appear randomly en route. And the reason why I say it's that resolution, that determination, that nothing is going to stop me from getting where I want to go, as opposed to having the talent or the skill or things along those lines, is that you're going to gain the skills anyway, because the longer that you stay on track, you would have survived more mistakes, you would have learned more lessons, more skills gained through repetition, more emotional endurance. That repetition is going to convert into mastery, and it kind of fits into Malcolm Gladwell's book. I want to say the title was The Outliers. I'm going to insert the book anyway. The whole concept of those 10,000 hours. So the longer that you stay on track, the more skills you're going to accumulate, the better that you're going to be for it, and then you're going to get to where you wanted to go, like that place that you had envisioned in your mind's eye. Like, I'm beginning to appreciate that resilience is, no matter how broken we feel, no matter how humiliated we feel, no matter how scared we feel, no matter how out of place we feel, no matter how many eyes are on us, judging us on the lack of progress that they're seeing from us, and no matter what, we are going to get to where we want to go. Like that place that we have envisioned for ourselves, we are going to get there no matter what. Like, how many times growing up have I heard Rocky's saying / quote, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this surname, but Rocky's quote where he goes, it's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep on going, because that's how winning is done. Like, how many times have I heard that bit from the movie? Thousands of times. And I feel like it's only now that I'm beginning to appreciate it on a much more deeper, visceral level. To keep on going no matter what. And on the topic of quotes that I have heard growing up, but I'm only now beginning to appreciate on a much more deeper level, are quotes like, most people die at the age of 25 but are not buried up until the age of 75, meaning that there's going to be things that knock the life out of you psychologically, but you cannot allow that pain to hinder you from getting to where you have envisioned for yourself. Like, yes, physically, such people are going to be very much alive, physically speaking, but psychologically they would have tapped out. And so going forward, no matter what humiliating event happens, we cannot allow ourselves to subconsciously decide that I need to shrink away from the limelight. Maybe we'll get heartbroken. We have to continue being the people who we were prior to the heartbreak. Maybe we are going to lose something that we had been building for years. We cannot decide subconsciously that going forward, I'm never going to care that deeply about something again. Like, there's going to be something that psychologically knocks the wind out of us, but no matter how painful that pain is, we just have to keep going forward. We just have to continue, like, irrespective of the tears, irrespective of how broken, our confidence being shattered, all of that jazz, we just have to continue going, like, by any means necessary. Like, life is going to do what life does. Life is just life. It does what it does best. We just have to eyes on our end goal, on the end vision. We just continue steering that driving wheel, metaphorically speaking. Just continue driving. Whatever obstacles, we maneuver our way to just basically stay on track. And like I said earlier on, the main determining factor between where we are and where we want to go is how quickly we can recover from whatever psychological knocks or emotional knocks or physical knocks that we have basically sustained. Like, yes, we're going to process that. We're going to use whatever creative outlet or support systems that we have to process what we're going through, but we are going to stay on track by any means necessary.